Hello, my name is Lee Davey. I'm not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I'm someone that doesn't drink alcohol and spend every waking moment helping other people do the same. A few days ago, I was in Montrose in California, and there's a beautiful little bookshop there called Once Upon a Time. And it's mainly a kids bookstore, but there is a little adult section there as well. And there was this woman that I don't like this, but my son loves it, right? So do you know when you walk into a shop and the person who's in the shop working there, like, is just all over you like a rash, asking you if she can help you, etc, etc, right? Well, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that invasion of my privacy. My boy loves it. Like, he gets really upset if nobody goes on to him in the shop. He says, "Dad, this shop is so naff because no one was paying me any attention." I'm the other way around. So this woman keeps coming up to me, keeps asking me if she can help me. She kept saying, if you want a recommendation, let me know. And I kept kind of like palming her off. And then eventually she came up to me like for the 5th time. So I like to read poetry. I don't know if, well, of course, most of you know, but to pay the bills, I'm a freelance writer. I write a lot of poker articles. And I have this little thing that I do before I write, whereas I will I'll listen to certain music, some chill out music, or some left field, which is the complete opposite, and then I'll read a few poems. And I really like Charles Bukowski's poems. I like the rawness, the roughness, the dirtiness, and the disgustingness of them. I like the different words he uses, the different metaphors. So I like to read them to inspire me before I write. So it says this woman, when she was asking me if I had anything, a recommendation, I said, have you got any poetry? So she takes me over to this section and she pulls this book off the shelf by a poet called Rupi Kaur. And the book that she showed me was called Milk and Honey. I eventually ended up buying another one. Typical, can't remember the name of it at the moment, The Sun and something. Anyway, she flicks through this book, this Milk and Honey, and she goes, "Here, have a read." And I look at it, and there's a drawing of a naked woman, legs akimbo, and where a vagina should be is a poem. And this girl who was showing it to me, she was obviously not aware that she had just done this. She was only about, I don't know, 18, 19 maybe. It was quite an interesting, I wouldn't say shameful moment, but quite interesting. I think the most shameful moment was when my little daughter Zia said to the same woman with a little cuddly cat in her hand, "My dad said we can't afford this," which was much more shaming than the picture of the vagina. So anyway, I've been reading Rupi Kaur, and I think that she is an amazing poet, and a lot of what she's writing is reminding me of alcohol. So for the next couple of months, as I read through her collection, I'm going to share some of these with you, because I think they speak volumes about alcohol. Now, I don't know if Rupi Kaur is talking about addiction when she's writing these things. I don't know if Rupi Kaur is talking about the loss of a loved one. But for me, they speak to me about addiction. I will read them, and then they will speak to you in whatever way that they speak to you. So this one is called The Revolving Door. You cannot walk in and out of me like a revolving door. I have too many miracles happening inside of me to be your convenient option, not your hobby. You cannot walk in and out of me like a revolving door. I have too many miracles happening inside of me to be your convenient option, not your hobby. And that's Rupi Kaur. My name is Lee Davey. I'm not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I do not drink alcohol. And I spend every waking moment of my life in bookshops, looking at poems coming out of women's legs and helping other people not drink alcohol. Take care of yourself.